Some Christians might argue that Trump aligns with their Christian values, or how he is a flawed leader chosen by God to be a strong man for justice. However, many with the heads on their shoulders and not up their asses see Trump's conduct as diverging from the direct teachings of their Jesus. Trump is so misaligned with what Jesus taught about humility and servant leadership. It's laughable what too many continue to believe, that Trump isn't in violation of all of those teachings. Where Jesus had emphasized truth and warned against lying, there are numerous instances of false or misleading statements by Trump in violation of those teachings.
So there's that, all of that, yet they follow him down a very dark path.
Jesus commanded his followers to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, whereas Trump's frequent public attacks, insults, and promises of revenge against political opponents directly contradict Jesus' core teachings. Jesus demonstrated profound compassion for the poor, the sick, and the marginalized, where Trump's policies and rhetoric related to immigration, including family separations and proposed cuts to social safety nets, demonstrate his total lack of empathy and a disregard for the well-being of the most vulnerable. The Bible, both in the Old and New Testaments, frequently calls for welcoming and caring for foreigners and strangers. Trump's strong anti-immigrant rhetoric and policies, including calling immigrants animals and vermin, should be seen by all Christians as directly opposed to this biblical command. Jesus warned against the dangers of excessive wealth and materialism, stating that the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Yet Trump and his followers often emphasize personal wealth, lavish lifestyle, conflicting mightily bigly with the values of humility, contentment, and generosity. So there's that, all of that, yet they will still follow him down a very dark path. Jesus taught the importance of repentance and forgiveness. Trump has publicly stated that he doesn't feel the need to ask for forgiveness, and rarely apologizes for his actions, which is a rejection of these fundamental Christian concepts. Proverbs 6:16-19 lists a person who stirs up conflict in the community as something God detests, and the Bible calls for unity. Yet Trump's rhetoric consistently promotes division and pits groups of people against each other. While Jesus challenged corrupt authority, he also taught respect for governing authorities, but Trump has been critical and disrespectful of various public servants and international leaders, and his approach to politics is one that prioritizes conflict over peacemaking. Christian teachings emphasize fidelity in marriage and respect for women. Trump's personal history includes multiple marriages, admitted affairs, and publicly documented disrespectful comments about women. So there's that, all of that, yet they will still follow him down a very dark path. Jesus taught against idolatry and placing anything before God. Some of Trump's most fervent supporters have compared him to a messianic figure or say he was chosen by God. And Trump himself has shared such comparisons, a significant departure from Christian principles. Jesus actively healed the sick and ministered to those in need. Trump's efforts to repeal the Affordable Care Act and his other policies could potentially reduce access if they're sick to health care and contradict the Christian call to care for all of the sick and vulnerable. So there's that, all of that, more than enough of that, yet still they continue to follow him down a very dark path.